Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Grow presentation. My name is Dr. Scott Speed, and I'm excited to share some information about Grow along with my business partner, Atiba. To start, we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. My background is in education and entrepreneurship. I've always done both in some capacity my entire adult life. And I was teaching in the public school system for 5 years here in Georgia. I taught in Clayton County for a year, and I taught in the Fulton County school system for 4 years in East Point. And during that time, I became very, very frustrated with what I was seeing in the classroom because I saw a lot of talented and gifted children who were falling through the cracks. And the reason why they were falling through the cracks is because the way that their talents and gifts manifested themselves in the world weren't being honored within the state standards. And as an entrepreneur, I just saw a problem with that, and I decided to start doing some research to try to find a solution, and I wanted to create that solution, and that solution is Grow.
Hi, everyone. My name is Atiba. I'm excited to be here as the co-founder of Grow. Originally, I'm from New York, and I'm a school counselor by profession, so been in public school for about 14 years as an educator and counselor, and like Scott, just seeing so many young people fall through the cracks and not have their interests being aligned with their education, not seeing how they can actually add value to the world, really diminishing who they were. I didn't want to be a part of the problem anymore. So I'm super excited to be a part of the Grow community. And the reason why I aligned with Scott's vision for Grow is because I know that I don't want my daughter to experience so much of the dysfunction in public school. So you'll hear more about that solution.
So Grow's mission is to increase accessibility to the benefits of self-directed education so that children and communities can reach their fullest potential for happiness and success.
We envision a global network of diverse and unified community-supported learning spaces that displace and replace traditional schools.
Our core values are creativity, learning is innate, problem solving, authenticity, personal responsibility, respect, grit, mindfulness, excellence, sustainability, and lifelong learning. Grow is an innovative self-directed education learning environment for children and learners ages 5 through 18. Our students learn by playing, doing, making, and creating, which allows us to observe the learner and help them cultivate personal and academic development through their interests. Our model is inspired by modern-day educational visionaries like Akilah Richards, Ken Robinson, and Alfie Kohn, and methodologies like unschooling, agile learning centers, Montessori, Reggio Emilia, and democratic education. Grow is a member of the Alliance for Self-Directed Education. The Alliance for Self-Directed Education, their website is self-directed.org, is an organization dedicated to informing people about the benefits of and methods for allowing children and adolescents to direct their own education. The Alliance's ultimate goal, its vision, is a world in which self-directed education is embraced as a cultural norm and is available to all children everywhere, regardless of their family status, race, or income. I absolutely love that mission statement, and it aligns very closely with Grow's mission and why we do what we do as well. I highly recommend visiting their website. So just some of the ways that we're different. We don't believe in bad children. We embrace social emotional development challenges as learning opportunities for each child and the Grow community. Grow will proactively promote ethnic and economic diversity by creating an interactive network of community-supported spaces that we envision over time competing with the lackluster results of public schools. Our educational model prepares every learner to contribute their passion and skills to their community and society because we proactively expose our learners to a variety of diverse people, learning opportunities, excursions, careers, and businesses in an effort to align them with their purpose. Grow is also a member of the Agile Learning Center Network. Agile Learning Centers are an expanding network of micro schools leveraging agile management tools to support self-directed education. you'll see here on this map where you see every little dot, that's where Agile Learning Centers are all around the world, and we're honored to be a part of that network. Their website is agilelearningcenters.org.
So now we're going to talk about the GROW educational framework as it pertains to this self-directed learning. So we provide students with an innovative mixed-age learning environment. We also support young people with creating portfolios, so there are no standardized tests or grades like in public school. We support and encourage a balanced year-round school calendar. We believe that learning happens everywhere, and so we integrate that home and school life and work-life balance into our calendar. Also, our framework, we like to consider it freedom within a framework. So the foundation of what we do is to allow students personal autonomy and freedom. And within that framework, we collaborate and work together on some of these different things, like our daily intention setting during our morning meetup, our daily reflection, where we close out in the afternoons, our community culture meetings, our Grow Voices weekly culture change-up meeting, as well as our daily shared cleanup, Grow Community Care. This is a snapshot of what a typical Monday looks like. And we'd like to highlight here that the Grow Voices meeting happens once a week on Mondays, where we allow young people and anyone within the community really to come together and bring any awarenesses, observations to the forefront so that we can work together to make sure that the space is maintaining a happy, safe, and engaging environment for everyone involved. Our Grow portfolios allow self-directed learners to create transcripts for college or resumes for their career pursuits after they graduate. And those portfolios can be separated into individual projects, a topic or a subject that a student is personally interested in, collaborative projects where they can work together. They can document how they learned different things based on our excursions, our community service activities. Personal growth is deeply embedded into the portfolios that are created as well, and professional experience with internships and apprenticeships for the students.
So one of the things that makes GROW unique is what we're about to talk about next, and that's our community-supported education model. When Atiba and I, after running our pilot that we ran last fall, we put our heads together and we decided that we wanted to do something a little bit different, something innovative, all because we decided that we wanted to make GROW accessible. We wanted to have free tuition. Most schools like ours, which are private independent schools, charge tuition. But we want to be accessible to any family, any child, no matter their socioeconomic background, because we understand the power in what we're doing with self-directed education. We understand the power within allowing every child to become intimate with their purpose and their passion. And we understand the value that can have for every community. So with that thought process in mind, we didn't want finances to be a barrier for every child getting access to that. So we came up with this community-supported education model. And what you see here in this diagram is our positive feedback loop, where if everyone contributes and invests in, then we all benefit as a result. And we contribute and help one another, and that cycle goes around and around, all with the children and teens in the center being the ones who benefit, and then their success and their growth also contributes to all the other stakeholders that you see here, our GROW facilitators, our community hosts, and our parent partners. So let's get a little bit deeper into that. So we believe that happy and successful children and teens are paramount for achieving thriving communities. So each stakeholder has an opportunity to invest into this model. So as GROW facilitators, like Atiba and I, the way that we invest into the model is we facilitate free self-directed education for local children and teens. The next stakeholder that we're going to highlight here is our parent partners. And we ask our parent partners to invest by partnering with GROW by enrolling their children. Now, you would think that that's obvious, but we're specific with saying partner. This is not a drop-off service. We're looking for parent partners to be involved and help us to grow community. And we're all equally invested in the growth of these young people and communities. Okay, and as a note, our deadline for enrollment is coming up very soon, and it's June 29th, 2018 for the 2018-2019 school year. Okay, we also ask our parent partners to make monthly monetary and time donations. Right now, we're building community at patreon.com/IGoToGrow. This is where all stakeholders, parent partners, community hosts, this is where everyone comes to make their monthly contribution. We don't have tuition for our parents, but we do ask you to contribute something monthly. It can be as low as our lowest amount, which is $5 a month, or it can be as high as $500 a month. Whichever is comfortable for you, everyone's contributions help, okay? We also ask for you to donate your time, your energy, your resources, your skills. Bring those to our community, and the, you know, what can come from that, you know, the opportunities are endless from you bringing just your time and your energy. And your skills, okay? And then we also ask you to make a commitment, our parent partners to make a commitment to the deschooling and rehumanizing process, okay? And we do that through reading books, listening to podcasts, and reading articles and having discussions about them as a community. And when we say deschooling and rehumanizing, what we mean by that is, you know, when you make the journey from traditional education like I had to do and like Atiba had to do, there's a learning curve. Okay, and we call that deschooling, and it's where you go, you shift away from authoritarianism. You shift away from indoctrination, and we make a shift to collaboration. We make a shift to egalitarianism, and you know, rehumanizing, becoming humans again instead of being cogs in the system. Okay, within self-directed education and natural learning, you know, it's like organic learning. And as we know, organic anything is healthier, right? So that's what the deschooling process is all about.
And the last stakeholder within our positive feedback loop are the community hosts. And we invite the community hosts, local business owners, and residents to invest into our model by donating spaces, things that might be not monetary, but tangible and useful as a resource for us to build this vision out fully. And so what we are looking for is support with classroom space, donations from churches, office complexes, where communication with rec centers in the local area. So those types of vacant locations would be helpful for us to run this self-directed program out of. We also are looking for local residents and business owners to support with providing room and board for our growth facilitators. So one thing that makes us different is that we like to provide a benefits package for the facilitators who are investing into our model by supporting our students' learning. And the way that our local residents can support is through vacant spaces in a home, a room, an apartment building, an apartment complex, or a hotel. Those things would be helpful. We're also looking to support our facilitators with a food stipend, or a way that we can support them with their daily and basic needs. So that could be from a local farmer's market or grocery store, restaurants that may have food that goes to waste, etc. So we're really looking to pool those community resources to help support the sustainability of this feedback loop.
Yeah, so if you're a local entrepreneur or local resident and you have access to these resources, this is the time where we really want to highlight for you to reach out to us if what we're sharing resonates with you. If you want to invest in this model in the East Point community, this is your chance to do that. We're going to share our email address at the end of this presentation so that you can contribute in that way, because we know that there's spaces sitting around the city of East Point right now that aren't being used during the week, whether it be churches, office complex, rec center. And that's a place where we can come in and facilitate what we do. As well as we know that grocery stores and restaurants throw away food every day. Okay, well, that food can be used for our benefits package for our facilitators, who we ask to commit to us to serve their community for 1 year within our program. So again, we're all about self-sustainability. We're all about collaboration. And this is one way you can contribute if you're a local entrepreneur or a local resident with these type of resources.
These resources being donated to us helps us to keep our overhead costs low and to provide access to students from within the community. By us all, like Scott has mentioned, investing into this model, we can see the benefits, which we'll talk about a little bit more as well. So just to wrap this up, again, for any of the community host stakeholders, another way that you can support our vision is to become a Grow Pro member. And our Grow Pros, you can also tap into the community over at patreon.com/IGoToGrow. And by becoming a patron and a supporter of the Grow community supported education model, you become a community partner, not only being highlighted in our website and in our monthly newsletter, but invitations to networking events, as well as tapping into that circle of patronage from our students and family members within the community. Business owners also have access to Grow interns and volunteers. We provide students with internships and apprenticeships, and that's just another way that we can collaborate with having our students experience those hands-on skills and helping business owners within the local community. And finally, being able to skill share, being a mentor to a young person, or leading workshops at our school space is definitely helpful in tapping into the community. So when Scott says that we're looking for partners, we really are looking for those that have a heart for the community and are willing to serve in support of young people's educations. Yeah.
So why community supported education? Because we can no longer wait for the state or school district to improve outcomes for our children and communities. Generation after generation after generation, we have seen that some children are successful and some aren't. Well, we believe that every child is born to learn, and we believe that every child has innate skills that have value in the real world. And self-directed education and natural learning is designed to build up every child by meeting them where they are and helping them to grow in their innate skills and passions, and then showing them how they can go out there and have success doing what it is that they love and they're passionate about. And when you do that, we believe there's no failures, right? So it's a totally different system that the current systems just aren't even designed to do. That's why community supported education is so necessary. And the benefits are amazing. So the benefits of happy and engaged children and teens for you as a local resident is less at-risk teen behaviors and outcomes, less crime, the joy of having happy children and teens in your neighborhood. For local businesses, the benefit to you is you experience less theft. You get to experience more young people contributing to the local economy. And you get to also experience having teen interns, and all of these things help to build relationships and a greater connection to your community.
All right, so that wraps up the community supported education model. Again, we just wanted to give you a glimpse of what this self-sustainable model really looks like, with all the stakeholders investing into supporting children and teens at the foundation of this. As educators, we definitely believe that this is one of the pathways to supporting a more holistic, healthy, and happy set of young people that will in turn become the future of our society, basically. And so we're really excited to share this with you and to pull together those resources to help get this going.
So to reiterate, if you are someone and you'd like a business owner or a local resident and you like the idea of becoming a community host, how do you do that? If you have one of the first resources we discussed, like space, food, or housing, please email us at igotogro@gmail.com. We'll post that in a moment. If you're a community member that wants to contribute and become a Grow Pro, you can go to our Patreon page and we'll post that in a moment as well. We'll show that again in a moment as well. So we're gonna also wrap up with how you can become, if you're a parent of a student, how you can enroll your student by going through our admissions process. So the first step is to do your research. If self-directed education is new to you, we have a wealth of information at igotogrow.com. If you click on resources and read our frequently asked questions, we have books, we have links to articles, we have links to different websites and different people who are all experts in this space. And we have videos on the site. Literally, you can get lost for days on our website just going through our resources and really, educating yourself and getting comfortable with self-directed education. The next step would be to attend an info session. If you'd like to come out and meet us personally, this is an info session that we just went through. So obviously you can take the information here and take the information here and go ahead and apply. And if you apply online, we ask everyone to apply online and to pay the $25 application fee and a $50 deposit to reserve your spot. That's your initial investment in. Okay, that lets us know that you're serious. It helps us to hold the spot for you because spaces are limited. Okay, we're starting small. We don't have unlimited space. So make sure you reserve your spot by June 29th. Okay, and then the next step in the process is the orientation and interview, which is designed to acclimate parent partners to self-directed education and to grow culture. It gives us a chance to meet you and your child or children and vice versa so that we can make sure that we're all a good fit for one another. Okay, and after that, then we finalize enrollment and we welcome you to the family. We welcome you to the community.
So that information to join our community again is patreon.com/IGoToGrow. And you can always email us any questions and reach out for sharing resources as well at igotogrow@gmail.com. I'm Atiba Nicholas. Thank you so much for joining us.
And I'm Dr. Scott Speed, and we can't wait to meet you soon. Thanks for watching.